Welcome to this week's episode of Relly and Relly Read Reddit Stories. I'm Relly.
And I'm Deli.
And today we have some interesting stories.
Oh, ooh,
yeah.
Yay.
Centered around death.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I think so. For those of you who don't know, again, Reddit is an online forum where people can pose questions, ask if they're the asshole, are they overreacting, and then you can either give them advice. We're going to do so online, give our takes, give our insight on these particular scenarios and situation, and then today also, I believe the second one is from a subreddit we've never done before.
Ooh.
Yeah, I believe it's True Off My Chest, where people are just really venting. So we're going to read it through. Again, Trendell has never heard or seen anything with any of these stories. I blindly pulled them. I scanned to see which ones are a certain length. And I'll read the title at the very most. But when I'm reading it, I'm seeing it for the first time, just like you.
Correct.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure that you comment below. What do you think on our advice? What do you think of these scenarios and stories? And then also, if you like True Off Our Chest, which is just people making some deep, dark confessions, and you like that subreddit, let us know what you think of that new subreddit if you want more like that. But yeah, so without further ado, we're going to get into the first story.
A deal.
Okay. The first one comes from Am I the Asshole? So, am I the asshole for refusing to remove a portrait tattoo of my ex-wife, even though my fiance says she won't marry me if I keep it?
Oh. Well, I mean, I think it depends on what happens to your ex-wife. Like, if she died tragically,
Yeah.
you're going to want to keep that. I mean...
For sure.
But if she's just a couple of towns over, then maybe not keep that.
Yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, I think her being alive would be the only way that it's like, get that. And I mean, removed is a lot. Maybe cover it up.
Yeah, removed is a lot. I mean,
because
covering up
that's
is
painful.
plenty, but removed is a lot. I think it's even more expensive.
Yeah.
And it's
a lot of times it's not
and
done
it
well.
Is painful. The removal?
Yeah, sometimes you get scars. Like it's not like you for all people, because people have different skin types from what I understand. So you can get a tattoo removed and it looks like you got a tattoo removed.
But you can get it covered up and it looks like hell. True
too. So I mean, yeah.
Then you getting a cover up of a cover up.
Yeah.
So what's really cheaper? Button who's got the button.
But let's see. Okay. I, 38 male, have a portrait tattoo on my forearm of my ex-wife with Day of the Dead makeup on.
Okay.
Yes, an actual portrait. Not a symbol, not an abstract design. It is clearly her. It is of the first picture I took of her, and I have had it for over 11 years. My fiance, 35 female, let's call her A, has always known about it. Well, girl, she has seen it countless times and never said anything negative. A few weeks ago, we were out with friends and someone asked about tattoos and their meanings. I explained mine one by one and eventually talked about the portrait. Everyone reacted with comments like, wow, that must have been meaningful. A didn't say anything at the time, but later she told me it made her uncomfortable to hear me talk about the tattoo in front of people. She said it felt like I was bringing my ex into our relationship and that she felt embarrassed that I still have a permanent reminder of another woman on my body. Fast forward to last night. We are 2 weeks away from our wedding. Out of nowhere, A sits me down and tells me she cannot marry me unless I remove or cover the tattoo. She said she has tried to be understanding, but she can't start a marriage where her husband has a giant portrait of his ex on his arm. She said it is disrespectful to her and makes her feel like I am still emotionally attached. I told her I am not removing it. She said that means I am choosing my ex over her. The wedding is now on hold because neither of us is backing down. Here's where I need assistance. I understand why my fiance might feel uncomfortable with a portrait of an ex. I know it is unusual. I know people think tattoos like that must mean someone is still holding on to feelings. So part of me wondered if I really was being unfair by refusing to compromise. But here's the part A never includes when she tells her side.
Okay, please do.
My ex-wife was not just an ex from my 20s. She was the mother of my 2 children.
Okay.
She worked in law enforcement and she died tragically several years ago while serving a warrant.
Oh, Lord.
The tattoo is not about romantic feelings. It is immemorial. My kids see it as a tribute to their mom. Removing it would just hurt me. Would not just hurt me. It would hurt them. It would also feel like erasing a part of their history. A knew all of this when we met. She even knew my ex-wife prior to her untimely death as they went to the same high school.
Damn, friend of a friend.
What the fuck? And yet she still gave me this ultimatum 2 weeks before the wedding. So am I the asshole for refusing to remove a portrait of my late ex-wife? I feel like if this bothered her that much, it should have came up 5 years ago when we began dating or 3 years ago when we got engaged. Edit. Sorry, I did not know I could edit my post. She is my late wife, not my ex-wife. Thank you for the comments for correcting my English.
Okay. Okay, well, you know, I did think that maybe English might be a second language for the Day of the Dead.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, we already set up the premise. You know, if she's dead, how dare you? And for a minute, I thought he was not going to tell us the backstory of the tattoo.
Right.
I'm like, please do not leave us here without telling us the backstory.
Yeah.
And you've been with this man for half a decade. 5 years. You just felt some type of way about that particular day. And you might also have something you actually not even might. You do have something you need to work on.
Yeah.
Because you're probably having feelings that you'll never be able to live up to her.
Right.
Yeah, she's literally was a police officer and died on duty while serving a warrant.
Yeah.
And she's the mother of these kids, and she's immortalized forever in this portrait of a tattoo. And it's the first portrait or picture he ever took of her. That's for... I mean, it's iconic. I mean, the setup. I hate that she, passed.
Yeah.
But you knew her. So, yeah, you just need to get yourself together. You need to work on yourself, A.
Yeah.
You're not the asshole. Is that what he asked?
Yeah.
The asshole?
Yeah.
You're not the asshole, sir.
Oh, this is so ridiculous. To me, when people pass away, man, and then, first of all, she's someone. She's someone to him.
Yeah.
Second of all, that's not, like, it just kept getting more aggressive.
Yeah, it got more.
Not just his ex-wife, his late wife, and the mother of his 2 kids. Girl, you have got to grow up. Yeah. You know, it was fine when it was just inside the house in your mind.
Yeah.
But now other people know. And he probably, of course, he's going to have love for her and speak to her in a certain way. But if he wasn't ready to move on, he would have proposed to you. Exactly. He wouldn't be in a situation with you. And I've heard so many Reddit stories of, and it's actually often this. Women with men who had wives who passed, some with tattoos, some not. But they can't take the way that their fiance talks about the deceased wife.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you do see that often.
Baby, he's with you. You definitely need to go to therapy. You do not belong getting married to anybody right now. Shameful.
Yeah.
OP, you're not the asshole. For those of you who don't know, I don't think we kept saying it, but OP is the original poster of this message, the one who was asking a question. Right. OP, you're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
Lead with the information next time in the story, sweetie.
I mean, you tell a story like I tell a story, so I can't ding you for that.
And you know, dramatic reveals.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, definitely do not get the tattoo removed. No. I just, girl, if you not if you're not mature enough to be with someone with these circumstances, you should not have gotten in a relationship. It's been a 5-year relationship, 3-year engagement.
Yeah.
And then you try to wait 2 weeks before the wedding to pull a stunt. Something like this happened where this guy was, but something like it, but not at all.
Okay.
He essentially was arranged marriage with this woman. And the woman knew he had tattoos of all his past girlfriends that he's dated. And they didn't work out, but the parents did, connect him with this girl. And this was supposed to be the woman now that he was going to marry. They were remote, so they never even really met. And it was like 2 weeks before the wedding. She was like, you need to have the tattoos removed.
2 weeks is the magic time.
What is that about? To me, it's an emotional manipulation. You're trying to wait until the end.
And it's too late.
Yeah. Candy from Housewives is going through something right now. And like the ex-husband is claiming like, oh yeah, she made me sign the prenup in duress like 2 weeks before. And it's like
2 weeks.
Yeah, but that actually wasn't the case, but story for a different time. But it's like when people wait to the end of it it turns out like that was presented way before, but he waited till 2 weeks to say I don't want to sign it. And people are waiting until the date, I think, to manipulate the situation and kind of twist your arm. And then when it comes up to the date, it's like, well, we can't cancel it, so you got to do what I say. Well, no, girl, we could cancel it. It's gonna suck.
So the other relationship with the arranged marriage, she knew about all the exes?
She knew about all of it, and she was like, I'm fine with it. 2 weeks, she was like, go ahead and remove the tattoos. And then he removed some, but there were a lot. They were garish. They were huge and ugly. It was like 7.
What in the hell?
All over his body. He removed some of them, but some of them he would not remove because he was like, I really loved her. And she was like, no.
You're not with her.
And it was like the day before the wedding, she found out that he did not remove all of them.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. You need to get that removed.
For sure. But
it's similar. It's in the same
It's similar
vein.
because she knew. She knew. And this would have been the only situation where it was like, yeah. But also, if you meet someone with 8 tattoos of their ex-girlfriends on them, and you still pursue the relationship, to wait until like...
I thought that was arranged.
Yeah, but she knew.
Oh.
She knew about it. Yeah.
Maybe it was just weighing on her. That was the question I had for this this girlfriend A in this story. Like, was this always weighing on you, or did it just start weighing on you when y'all had that see and say situation?
This is what I feel. Nothing gets to this point like that. Nothing is just... It could have been, even if it was a small seed, it was in her mind from the time she met him, I would say. Yeah.
And I mean, it's right on his forearm. So it's not like it's hidden somewhere.
You don't have a tattoo like that and feel nothing, and then instantly 5 years later feel a problem with it because someone says like, oh wow, that must have been really meaningful.
She said the 5 years hit and you got 2 weeks.
Ciao.
Get it taken care of.
Oh. All right, let's get to some comments. We can move on to the next story. Top comment, dude, edit your post. It's not your ex-wife, it's your deceased wife. Huge difference. Oh, okay. So they're just commenting on that. Talk about burying the lead. Is that how you spell lead? That's not how you spell lead. Maybe in another in another language. Anyways, the woman was deceased until the end of the post, and she passed while they were still in a relationship. And was a late partner, which is very different than breaking up for years and then your ex dies. Yeah, that is also different. I didn't even think about that scenario.
Yeah.
This woman was never an ex. That's his deceased wife. He's a widower. Oh, very true, right? Yeah. So like if you're with someone and then you divorce and then that person passes away, that is something. That could also be, like a whole different level.
More, I feel like there's a little more separation there.
Yeah.
But like y'all were still together.
Yeah.
Died in service.
And I feel like someone could understand. Someone could think there's a little less understanding or there's a lot more feeling there. If you were separated from somebody for 5 years and then they pass and you're like, oh my God, I love them so much. Let me commemorate them on my body. Yeah. Then it's like you obviously had stuff going through your mind of regrets or whatever to a degree. But yeah, they were married when she passed. And it sounds
and again, you may have known that because you knew her
Yeah.
Cause y'all went to high school together. Didn't say y'all was chumming, y'all were good friends, but you knew her.
You
and
knew
you
her.
knew that, you know.
Very petty.
Yeah.
Next comment. You need to word this correctly. Y'all just getting an OP.
Dang.
Husband friends, late wife, not your ex, whatever. Yeah, I read this whole thing thinking it was your ex until I got to the end. It changes it dramatically. Same. I was totally decided one way until I realized the ex is a deceased wife. All right, so kick OP in the teeth.
Is it that serious? I mean, I guess it is that serious as far as wording. I mean, it was shocking.
Yeah.
But I went in thinking that she is likely dead.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
OP, the verdict is you're not the asshole. You probably should not be marrying this woman. And if you do, you know how I feel. Mm-hmm. The second the wedding is off,
it's off.
Bitch, see you.
Yeah.
You really should just move on. I'm not one of those people, you know.
I mean, y'all don't been in this for 5 years, so you might want to work on this. This is a little bit of a hiccup.
I literally just watched a video that talked about that whole mentality, and it doesn't matter how long you've been with someone. Mm-hmm. One more day with them, knowing that this is not where you belong, or this shit not gonna work out, or they're just wrong for you, or they're not right, or they're mean, or they harbor ill will, it will always be better to leave and start over than to spend one more day with that person. And what you've invested is never gonna be worth the time you're going to lose continuing on with someone who isn't right for you, and doesn't love you in the way that you should be loved, or you don't love them in that way either. It's very difficult. It's so hard. It's like, I've fucking been through all of this. I've given all this. We've grown to this degree. I've taught them this. They've taught me this. This shit needs to work out. Baby, not all the time. And that's okay.
I mean, yeah, damn.
Ooh. Well, let's move on to the next story. Now, this is the one true off my chest. Didn't know the first one was going to have death in there.
Okay.
I knew this one was. So, true off my chest, my coworker died, and I realized no one at work ever actually knew him. I don't even know what this is going to be.
Wow.
I hope it's not too aggressive.
I mean,
but
true off my chest is kind of crazy for that type of
exactly
that title.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's why I'm like, what are you gonna confess in here?
I mean, they didn't really know him. They know him like I know him. Wait.
But does OP? Well, I would assume.
Like I know you.
I don't think we can afford this.
Oh.
I don't. I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get pulled for it. We don't have enough views for that, but let's not make it happen.
Oh.
All right. Oh. Let's delve in and see exactly what's going on. I work in a large corporate office. Mm-hmm. One of my coworkers died last week. Heart attack, sudden, 46 years old.
Dang.
He was one of those people who was always around but rarely talked about himself. Friendly but quiet, helpful, ate lunch alone but didn't seem sad. HR sent out a formal email. People said the standard thing, so sad, gone too soon, he was such a nice guy. Mm-hmm. But the truth hit me during the memorial Zoom our manager held. No one actually knew anything about him. Not his favorite food, not his family situation, not what he did for fun, not even whether he liked the job. Someone said he loved cats, but that was only because he once used a cat background on Teams. Yikes. That's aggressive. We all talked around him like he was a concept. After the call, I just sat at my desk feeling hollow. We spent years sitting near this man, sharing air and deadlines, microwaving lunches next to him, and he left the world with almost no imprint in the place he worked 40 hours a week for a decade. Damn. The only reason I know he collected old watches is because he sold one to me once when he needed quick cash. He was embarrassed to even talk about it. Oh. His desk is already cleaned out.
Damn.
IT deactivated his email. Ooh. The new hire starts in 2 weeks. I keep staring at the empty chair and thinking, is this what happens to quiet people? Do we just disappear between calendar invites? Damn.
I mean, you had to get it. I do see now. I see now why you had to get that off your chest.
Yeah.
That was just sitting on you, and you were like, I gotta tell somebody about this.
Yeah.
Cause this is crazy. Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad.
That's so sad. I I hope he has some kind of family, like people in his real life that
Yeah.
are mourning and remembering him.
Yeah, this story makes me think of two main ideas. One, what it's like to be private at work and what that means, and why somebody would be so private, because a lot of the times that's a choice.
Yeah.
And then also how companies treat people who pass away at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a store that somebody died, you know? And they just put a blanket over them, called the EMTs to like come and get this person. And that was it. And they were there to like, you know, because they had already passed and they did like try to check the pulse and everything, they were gone. So they didn't even rush. And this is like a retail store.
Oh, okay.
And the company was like, they closed those aisles. That was it. They didn't close the store. Didn't like, and this person had friends who worked there. They were like, people were just like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they were like, see you to work tomorrow. And of course, job listing was up in 3 days.
Damn.
To replace a person. You know what I mean? Another girl who worked at the same store, another woman, she had recently like been let go, I think, or she was on vacation and then just didn't come back.
Damn.
And she passed away in her house and no one knew. And it was just like, you know, HR, I guess, called a couple times and then that was it. And it was only when one of her co-workers, her friends who worked with her, got a call from like her child who came and found her. And like went through her phone to see like who was texting to ask about my mom.
Okay.
And then was like, she passed like 2 weeks ago in an apartment and I found her in like days.
Damn.
And then they were like, oh, she's gone. They had already replaced her because she just stopped showing up to work.
Yeah.
And stopped. And like, they will replace you so freaking quickly.
They will. I mean, I think that's something that, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way of the world. Like, most of these companies, especially corporate, they're about money. They're about numbers. They're about, you know. Yeah. You know, they care about your well-being only so much as to get work out of you. Unfortunately, especially the bigger the company, the more likely this is the case.
Absolutely.
If you're not working for like a small mom and pop, maybe a team of like 5.
Yeah.
And y'all work in this small business. Yeah, y'all gonna really bond.
Yeah.
And have a friendship. But the bigger the company, unfortunately, the less likely you are to really be like friends. And yeah, I don't even I think if I was in office, I'd probably be more friends with more people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I don't even know. I think I left enough of a footprint for people if I were to certainly drop dead.
What you mean here?
Yeah, at my current job,
they would lose their mind.
I think I left enough of a footprint, and like people, like it wouldn't be like people didn't know something about me
for sure.
Because all the channels and stuff. Yeah. It just makes you think. It makes you think. It really does make you think.
Yeah. And the other thing is about like how people connect at work and why somebody wouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to not. If I can't communicate and connect with people at work where I'm at, I'm already out the door. Because that's just who I am. I'm going to say my boyfriend, my husband, like everybody just really knew about you before even meeting you because that's just who I am. And like if we're talking and we're connecting and we're communicating, you know, I actually care about what people are doing and what are you doing for your weekend. And then I've been confronted at times of being disingenuous. Because people were like, you don't care. And I was like, the fuck I do to you?
You love me.
Right. Like, why wouldn't I care? They was just like, yeah. Like, when I first moved to the States, and I would come in, I'm like, hey, how was everybody weekend? I had my roommate, one of the only things he told me that was, like, worth a damn was just, like, the reason why people, like, are staying away from you is because you keep asking us like, oh, hey, good morning. How was your weekend? This and that. They're like, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you trying to find out from us? What do you want from us? I was like, you motherfuckers can't give me nothing. I don't need money from you. I have more than y'all, to be honest. You know, and they were like, yeah, people who do this, they're trying to sell you something or get something from you. And I was like, get what? Like, I have a car, I have my own place, I have money, I have a job, and I have good grades. Like, what could I need? They were like, yeah, but here, this was in Miami, they was like, it reads like you're trying to grease the wheel to get something. And I was like, that's such a shitty state of mind to be in. To think that anybody who's like really trying to connect with you is trying to get something from you.
I mean, Miami is a hell of a drug.
Bitch. Okay? And then the flip side is I had another boss who was just like, you can't talk to them so much, especially your bosses, because they'll use your life to hurt you. And I was like, what do you mean? They were like, yeah, you know, you just told them that you got married. You just told them that you're having a baby. You just telling them this and that. In their mind, they're like, he has more on the line to lose. So when I put the screws to him and I say, do this, do that, work these hours, do this, you're going to think twice before giving pushback. Because then when I give it to you like, oh, you're going to lose your job, then it's like, they know all the things that you have going on.
Right.
They can use your life to hurt you. Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah. But you have to assume, in a perfect world, OP is loved. I mean, the story about OP. Yeah, that OP is talking about.
The coworker.
The coworker is loved, happy, and he's just very private.
Yeah.
And he was mourned properly with loved ones. But let's see what some of these comments said. Top commenter. I got pushed down a flight of stairs and was permanently disabled at work. Never went back. Ran into a colleague a few years later who said some people thought I died. Others thought I went to prison. That's insane. What? Sounded the company was trying to keep what happened secret due to liability issues or whatever. Okay, I understand what they're saying. They're talking about the mystery about that person because when they left, no one had an insight that, you know, she was disabled and left.
Yeah.
They literally thought you died or went to prison.
That's such a crazy two options.
Yeah.
Either you died or you went to prison. You didn't get another job. What?
Yeah.
That's the only two options. I thought you either died or went to prison.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's crazy.
Someone said if it makes you feel better, it may have been intentional.
Yeah.
Someone says, some people just keep their work lives and personal lives deliberately separate, especially if he seems abashed to relinquish personal details like the old watch collection sale. That doesn't mean they didn't live a rich inner world at home or around friends and family. True.
That's true. And you know, maybe he wasn't bent up about having to sell the watch. He was bent up because he let you in.
Exactly. That's what I think I think it's a thing of both. Not only did I have to sell the watch, but I have to sell the watch to someone at work.
I didn't even want them to know about This is giving a lot of information. I
a lot.
Watches. I'm selling watches. I need some money.
Money. It's a lot of information that you're now divulging against, to a degree, your own will. You're not just selling it for fun. You're selling it out of necessity. And now this person who works with you knows.
Isn't it just crazy? It's always crazy to talk about money at work.
Oh, bitch.
Right, like...
No comment.
It's always crazy to talk about money at work.
And also, I might cut a lot of this conversation out, actually.
Okay.
Still, OP, if this bothers you or you're having regrets, then just take it as an inspiration and a lesson to connect more with the people around you before they're gone. Life is indeed short, and only good can come of cherishing the good people around us. 100%.
Very much so. I mean, you know, I'm a big believer in, you know, the universe, divine things. And so, maybe this person died, had a very rich life, and this is just more so an eye-opening moment for you. Yeah. Like, this serves as something for you to use and utilize. Yeah. And, you know, they're just having a great time wherever they at.
Yeah. So, well, that's true off your chest. I'm going to see if there's more.
For sure. I'm very interested in that handle.
Yeah, this was very interesting because it wasn't really even about OP, like they were confessing something. It was more so like a realization that
I gotta get this out here. I gotta get this off my chest.
Wow.
I'm feeling some away right now. That was deep.
Yeah. Okay, well, the last one is gonna come from Am I Overreacting?
I'm gonna say no. No insight. No, nothing.
No, I love it.
No.
Now, from the title, I think you would be correct.
Okay.
This should be a much softer story.
Soft.
Again, I only have the title.
Soft. Pillowy. I thought we were doing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Am I overreacting to tell my husband that starting a professional email with the word "look" is rude?
Now look at here, you sucker. Hey yo, look, bitch. Like, whoa.
This is hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm living.
I am gonna stick with my original. I'm gonna stick to my guns. No, you are not overreacting.
No, you're not. And honestly, you can't do that. You can't say look because you're starting the email. Let's see. Hopefully, they have the first line.
Look here,
I think they do actually.
Damn.
All right.
But let's see.
I'm not going to make my case or explain why I think it's unwise because I want your sincere perspectives without me trying to convince you. Okay. My husband is an insurance underwriter who works from home. In the past, he's faced criticism for being condescending in his interactions with agents. Some of this criticism is valid and much is a product of agents not liking being told no by someone responsible for making decisions that shield our company from undue risk. Okay. I happened to walk by and see an email he was starting. He was telling an agent that an exception would not be possible. It started something like, "Look, the protection class on this risk is poor." That's not the exact sentence, but you get the idea. I said, "Oh, that's not a good way to start a sentence. It sounds condescending." He was pretty irritated at me. He thinks it's a neutral introduction word, and without it, it's rude because it's abrupt. He feels like he's criticized no matter how he phrases things. I worry that he can miss subtle social perceptions possible with the lack of tone that comes in written communication. He doesn't have a problem with me expressing opinions about work, by the way. He just disagrees. Am I overreacting to point out this perspective?
I'm gonna say
No.
She said he has a history of
condescending. OP, your husband is wild.
Your husband is wild, and he needs some sensitivity training or something. Some kind of like social cues, because some people just don't get it.
Yeah,
people just set up like you
can,
and you're not supposed to read emotion or read like context into emails or written anything, but people do all the time.
Yes, I mean it's written word, and like this is something I learned in junior year of high school. I think I had communication with Miss Lima. Love you, Fajita, your icon. Love you, sexy bacon, icon. Kisses. She's one of my favorite teachers of all time. But she was my speech teacher, and we learned about communication and the idea that like we're all computers and databases, right? And when you're sending a message, you have to like encode the message using all of your information, life history, right? You send it, then the person receives it, then they decode it. But their decoding tools aren't your encoding tools. Right. We have different lives, backgrounds, cultures, religions, ethnicities that all shape that communication. And then they decipher it, and then they themselves encode another message and send it back and forth. And a lot of the time, those subtle intricacies cause conflict. And in written word,
that was good.
It's so difficult. And that's why, like, a lot of the times I'll be like, let's get on a voice note. Or I will send a voice note. My friends hate when I send voice notes, but now voice notes have like the little thing. So you can read it if you need to read it, but I'm going to say it. And if you're confused on how the fuck I said it, press play, bitch, and you can hear it. I like that it now gives you the written text because, most of the Jarrell-ness is going to be in how I say it. And I don't want you confused in how I say it. Because a lot of the time I'm really laughing and joking, but then the words will look like I'm being upset, like I'm upset or if I'm being rude or mean.
Right.
And in a professional setting, I try to be 1,000,000% neutral and appropriate. because you can't play those games at work, babes.
No, you can't. But I guess he's in some kind of senior role,
And he taking
calling the shots.
To a degree, but you getting complaints. So if you're getting complaints, it got somebody over you, motherfucker, to complain too.
Yeah, I ain't say he at the top, but he in some kind of role.
Yeah,
where he's cutting people down left and right.
Yeah,
and it's getting a bit out of control. I mean, my rule of thumb is when I'm at work, any kind of text, DM, email, it's gonna be lined with poppies and other flowery language.
Yeah,
you know, it's just easy that way. It's better that way, and there's no misconstrued. You know, there's nothing going on there where you're confused. And I'm always gonna come at you, you know, very flowery, very happy. That way
you know what's the thing?
Even if it's bad news, you'll take it better.
A lot of the times too, when I use like more like flowery, if I go too far, it reads like I'm being a cunt. And 9 times out of 10, if I go really flowery, I am. I'm really like, you know, being like, thank you so much. Like if I say thank you so much, I'm being an ass about it. Like fuck you.
See, I was genuine.
Oh, and that's the thing. But he's also like, oh, that's not a good way to start a sentence. She said it's not a good way to start a sentence. But he said he feels like starting without it is rude because it's abrupt. If you just said the protection class on this risk is poor. I mean, you don't even have to say poor.
Yeah.
But you just really need to rework your sentences.
You just need to do that. All you have to say is it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like the thing on this is poor.
Yeah.
You know, that's it's just small little tweaks like that, but that's stuff that I do, and I learned early on in my work career that that's not the norm for everybody. That's not the default for everybody. Yeah. And everybody cannot do that. They have to really work to appear warm in their verbiage. They have to really work to appear warm in their voice.
Yeah.
And that's just, thankfully, you know, small favors.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that that's not something I have to work on, but that's not the norm for a lot of people.
People need to get more familiar with thesauruses because, like, certain words are just inflammatory. The word poor, unfortunately, is an inflammatory word. You could say the protection class on this risk is not sufficient or is insufficient.
I don't know what the jargon is there, you know, with this particular, the insurance company and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's their thing, you know, great, poor, something, you know, just different levels they actually have. I don't know. But poor is a bit aggressive, but that was at least in my worries.
Yeah, the look, though.
It's really what
when
it
you
is.
start off with them like, look, I don't know any other way you could be saying it.
Yeah.
Other than aggressively.
Yeah. Look, bitch. It's very much that.
Woo! I mean, to me.
To the average person, probably, like, you know, it's very, and you can see the finger pointing and everything. Look. Like, damn.
Let's see. Top comment. He might as well say, "Now you listen here, you little bitch."
Correct. Damn.
Listen, you dumb fucks. Yes, exactly how I would read this. I'd reply, "What do I know? I'm just some bitch." Because you know what? Yeah, your husband crazy, babes. There is no way for you to take that, and it's just aggressive, and to me, it's unprofessional.
Yeah,
this is something that you want to square up.
Yeah,
you want to meet at a water cooler. This is not.
Yeah, there's
not
no
language.
No way around it. It's just wild.
Next comment, not the asshole, or I guess not overreacting. Wrong forum, new prune 5038.
Oh,
very
government.
It's up there. Very condescending. Business emails should start with hi name or just a person's name. It's not a text. In fact, there's no purpose for the word look. It's pretty much telling the person they are stupid. Yeah. Might as well grab them by the scruff of their neck. Ooh! And show them what they did wrong. Damn. Or bop them on the nose with a newspaper. Disclaimer, do not do those.
Don't do that.
Please don't. You're going to jail.
We don't know how you do with social cues. You already started this off with a look. So please do not bring your newspaper to work and start bopping bitches.
You know, do something that I like to do all of the time. whenever I'm frustrated in the moment, I don't believe in like choking down your feelings or rage. I tried that. Now I have high blood pressure and I wear glasses. I think the best way is to get it out. And I like to write it down in a, like, don't type it in Slack.
Yeah,
don't type it in the email.
Slack, Teams, email, any kind of thing that
text
you communicate
myself.
Yeah.
And I will say, look, cunt.
Oh.
You damn well know you don't got the motherfucking coverage for the shit you asking for this damn insurance. Stop clogging up my line, asking me for bullshit. Get the proper fucking coverage. Step out of my face, ho.
And then after you do that, type your response.
Exactly.
And then run that through AI.
You could.
Make more pleasant.
Yeah. yeah.
And
but
then,
like,
then that'll be your process.
Get the vitriol out. But he seems like someone who's just like,
I think he's just
responding in real time. And he's convinced himself that he doesn't have a problem.
Yeah.
You know,
I know these complaints saying that you're condescending say otherwise.
Yeah. But yeah, this is your husband. He's saying emails. He has the time to edit himself and really think about what he's saying. Yeah, do what you got to do. Run it through AI if you need to clean it up. Grab a thesaurus and find more like appropriate jargon that still, conveys the message without it being inflammatory or aggressive.
Right. And I mean, Natasha said it best. The rest is still unwritten.
We're going to get it copyrighted. You're insane. Well, thank you all.
Thank you
for joining us on another Friday's episode of Relly and
Absolutely.
Read Reddit Stories.
For sure.
Please let us know. Would you like longer stories for this? I know we shortened our movies, but would you like longer Reddit stories?
Would you like more of them?
Would you like more of them?
Yeah.
We'll probably send out a poll.
Yeah, we'll send out a poll.
To see like which of these categories you for sure like. We try to always do Am I an Asshole? Am I the Asshole? In one of our stories.
Yeah.
But let us know if there's any that you favor.
Let us know if you have any handles that you want us to read from.
Yeah.
And always like, share, subscribe, comment.
Yes. And get ready for Reddit, because our Reddit page, we're going to be coming next year full throttle with surveys, questionnaires, comments, and we're gonna be reading these on camera.
We are.
Starting next year. Again with the
another one.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe, comment below, follow us everywhere. Thank you for your love and support.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.